Hey, what's up, guys? There's a good chance I got ripped off from my HGH source, online source. They're an underground labs that provide not just HGH, but all kinds of everything, like all your stereotypical steroids and boner pills and whatnot. Anything that's a PED or tied to PED use. But I found them a good source for my HGH. This is what this somatropin that I got from them, and it came in capsules. They're all empty now, but they were black top capsules, which are stereotypical kind of Chinese generic HGH. But I really like them. They worked out really well for me. I got all the stereotypical side effects from HGH: the numbness of the hands, really good sleep. My sleep was amazing on it, especially when I was doing high doses. My God, and crazy dreams on that as well. Something a lot of people don't talk about. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't happen to everybody, but my dreams are crazy as fuck on HGH when I was pushing higher doses. Anyway, so what I did was I did an order about 2 weeks ago, and usually they get back to me like within 2 to 3 days at most, where it's like giving me my tracking number and things like that, and the estimated time of delivery of my package, and it usually comes within a week and a half. So normally when I'm like on my last few vials, I do the order so that like by the time this the package of 10 vials finishes, I already have my next one coming and on there, right? So I don't run out, so I just keep going. Well, I ran out because it hasn't come yet, and I sent them a few messages and have not heard a reply. I don't want to piss them off too much, because one other time where I kind of had I didn't do the order right, when my first time ordering from them, I found them to be kind of dicks in a way, like they were kind of being rude. Well, they just weren't. It wasn't, the customer service wasn't great. Let's put it that way. But I didn't. I was like, I apologize, and I did everything correct every other time. And but I'm kind of concerned. Although I'd only be out around $200, so it is what it is. That's what you get. That's what you expect. It's illegal. You know, you're doing with black market shit. You know, if you get ripped off once in a while, I mean, at least that's why my recommendation is don't invest too much in any specific black market. Even if you had a good, like if they did provide well before, they provide me with good growth hormone a few times, so I'm going to spend $2,000 on them. No, I wouldn't do that. Just spend a little bit at a time, keep it under $500 at a time, and whatever, $200 for me is no big deal. So my dog's going crazy over there. It is, if I don't get it, it is what it is. Maybe I'll take a little break from HGH for a month or two, and I'll find a new source and continue buying it from there. Probably a generic source. I can get. I do have a really good source for pharmaceutical grade, but I really do not want to pay fucking thousands of dollars for HGH. It's just not worth that for me. I'd rather, as great as it is, it's the Omnitrope from Sandoz. I got a vial still here somewhere. Here it is. Yeah, I still have this Omnitrope I could get if I really wanted, but you know, there's no point paying up the ass for HGH. Really, I just don't see the point of buying pharma grade over generic, unless you're rich as fuck, which, you know, I'm not bad off by any means, but I'm not going to be spending like a huge part of my budget on HGH. It's just not realistic. So I hope they get back to me with it. What I was planning on doing was bumping everything down next month, come June, which is just less than a week away, like 4 or 5 days. So bring down the my steroid dose in general. And I was going to bring down the HGH as well. Well, I guess I'm forced to now. So just bring a test. One guy recommended I do like under 150 tests a week, And I might do that, but if I'm going to do that, I'm going to run like 50 to 100 nandrolone. Nandrolone doesn't have estrogenic side effects. It has other great effects. It is very anabolic, and people run nandrolone only cycles. I wouldn't recommend that, but if I run a small test and a small nandrolone, I think for 2 months, I'll be fine. I think I could still make gains on that. And then after 2 months, then start titrating it up. So by the third/4th month, I'll be back up to essentially what I was at now. I really enjoyed this current cycle, but all good things must come to an end. I made substantial gains over the last few months, and I just need to take a break from it. It is what it is. Like, as much as I would just love to push it, this as being a cruise dose, I just just chill out on it for a bit. Don't let my ego take over and be like, oh, you have to keep going and keep doing things, right? No, you can just fucking chill out and take some tests, and you'll be fine. You still hit the gym, you'll still have muscles. I'm not going to waste away or anything. And then in a few months, I'll hit, I think, come the end of the summer. Because the summer, I'm just cutting anyway, which I really don't need a lot of steroids for anyway. Maintain muscle mass while just be cutting fat through boxing. Specifically, boxing's hard as core as fuck. And then come the fall, well, maybe even August, I'll be titrating the dosage up to where I was at now, if not more. But with one thing I'm going to continue running is Cialis. And I was going to make a whole video on this. I might as well make this now, though. Cialis has been great. Cialis is a very great compound to add on to any cycle. The vascularity I've got in my arms is very good, especially when I'm working out, which means the blood flow is very good. The vasodilation, bringing blood flow to your extremities, specifically, the other extremity, which is kind of known for, that has been very good sexually, but almost too good. And now I'll get into kind of the side effects. One is like the morning wood is almost too much. I wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning wood, that like keeps me up, and I can't go back to sleep because it's just there, and I'm like, I don't want to, like, I'm not in the mood to like masturbate or anything, so I go back to sleep and it just keeps waking me up. So you just got a throbbing boner that won't go away. So sometimes I just give in and have to, just to like, okay, I need some sleep. Blessed night, essentially. Sorry if it's too revealing. It's just the way it is. The other thing is, I find that I am getting a lot of stomach acid reflux. I mentioned that in one of my other videos, but nothing that's too much. It's just that's something I never really had, unless I ate, like, say, like something like fish and chips or something like that, something super greasy, like deep fried. Then I might get a little bit of stomach acid reflux, but this is just happening out of nowhere. The other thing I noticed I'm getting at nighttime, I don't know if this has to do with the Cialis or not, but super dry mouth at nighttime. And I had to pee a lot at nighttime recently. I don't know if that has something to do with it. I'm not going to attribute that necessarily to that, but very dry mouth, where I have to like have a glass of water by my bed that like usually I have to refill at some point in the night, because I just keep, maybe that's why I have to pee so much, because I just have to drink water all night to keep my mouth from being so dry. It's really, I've never had that kind of dryness of mouth before at nighttime. But to go back to the blood to the extremities, like time with the girlfriend is pretty good on that. It's not like I need it for that by any means, and I'm taking the dose, which is for lower blood pressure, not the boner dose, which is like 20 milligrams, being 5 milligrams, but nonetheless microdosing it in a way is making the penis very lots of blood flow to that 100%. And okay, we'll get a little graphic here. Like today I got a hand job for my girlfriend, and because she was a bit tired, I was about to go. I was like, whatever, I'll give you just a hand job and you can go. And it was just like throbbing, like boom, boom, like more so than normal in her hand. And like normally I'm not even like obviously I like a good hand job, but I'm not like super big into it. It reminds me of like in fucking high school prom or something, getting a hand job. You know what I mean? But it's like it's still good, but it's like this is amazing. It was great. It was a great hand job. I don't know. I attribute it to the Cialis. A little extra encouragement there. So it's not all bad side effects. Although I just wanted to know those three ones, and I'll know any other ones that continue, because like any type of medications you take, it's going to disrupt your homeostatic balance potentially in some way, and there are going to be adverse effects to that. That's why we want to minimize adverse effects and maximize positive effects of any drug, specifically PEDs we use, and I believe Cialis is technically a PED. So I'll leave it there, guys. This was this video about my HGH being ripped off, but one thing led to another. But I'll stop this video now. Thank you for watching, guys. Really appreciate everybody who comments and is a part of my channel. Leave in the comments below if you have any questions about or comments about me being ripped off by HGH, or my boner medication problems. Anyway, thanks guys. Have a great night.